Good afternoon, madam and colleagues. My name is Clara Divue, and I'm a second year student at La Paz campus, currently pursuing Bachelor of Counseling. In this assignment, I will focus on two case studies, which is alcohol use disorder and internet gaming disorder. So moving on, this is my presentation outline. As you can see on my slide, this is my presentation outline. It has the title slide, Addiction to Counseling Disorder and Internet Gaming Disorder, the introduction, case study 1 and case study 2, and I also have the treatment for both the for both of the case study. Moving on to my introduction, so my PowerPoint presentation today, it looks at two kinds of addiction, which is alcohol use disorder and internet gaming disorder. I'll share stories about each and explain how these addictions start, affect people's life, and how they can be treated. So moving on to the substance use disorder. So substance use disorder, or also known as the SUD, it happens when someone struggles because of using alcohol or drugs. So behavioral addiction is when a person can cope with something like playing video games, even when it causes problems. So today I will talk about one example of each to help us understand both types better. So this is my case study 1. It is alcohol use disorder. Background of for Alice. Our first example is Alice. She is a 14-year-old woman. She started drinking when she was 18, but over the years her drinking got worse. So this caused problems like losing her jobs, fighting with family, and she has poor health problems. So this is the AUD development and diagnosis for Alice. Alice's drinking increased because of stress. She went through stress at work, or she experiences pressure from friends. So she showed signs like needing to drink more to feel the effects of feeling sick without alcohol. So and trying but failing to quit. Alice also had depression, which made things harder for her. This is the treatment and intervention for Alice. So Alice's treatment included therapy to help her change how she thinks and act about drinking. So she was given medicine to help her reduce cravings. So she also joined support groups like Alcoholics Anonymous, where she received support and encouragement. So this combined treatment helps her begin to recover. Moving on to our case study 2, which is internet gaming disorder. This is the background for Maria. She is a 22-year-old woman who enjoys gaming. She started playing games as a teenager when she was about 17 or 18 years old, but later began gaming for more than 6 hours each day. So this affected her studies and made her avoid friends and causes sleep problems. So this is Maria's development and diagnosis. Maria was always thinking about game and got upset when she couldn't play. So she couldn't control how much she wants to play. So she used gaming to avoid feeling anxious and didn't have other way to cope with stress. So this is the treatment and intervention for Maria. So Maria treatment focus on therapy to help her control her gaming and manage her feelings better. So her family also involved to support her, but she was also encouraged to find other activities to balance her. Moving on to comparative analysis, as some of you don't know what is comparative analysis. So comparative analysis, this is to find out or to look at two or more things closely to find out their similarities and differences. So this is the similarities and differences of alcohol use disorder and gaming disorder. So both addiction, they cause difficulties and are often linked to stress or anxiety or even depression. So alcohol use disorder is related to substance abuse, while internet gaming disorder is a behavioral addiction. So both need therapy. And so both need therapy and support. But for medicine, it is usually used only for substance abuse. Moving on to psychological theories applied. Psychological theories applied is this is a way of understanding things, understanding the human thoughts, feelings, and behavior, and using different ideas or explanation from psychology. So this is the addiction. Addiction is affected by many things. It can be through body, mind, and social surroundings, people you live within in that environment or surrounding. So therapy helps people change negative thoughts and behaviors. So addictive behaviors often continue because they bring rewards like pleasure or relief from stress. So moving on to ethical and reflective considerations. So these are the two keywords, ethical and reflective consideration. So ethical consideration it means like thinking about what is right and wrong before or when making a decision. So for reflective consideration, like you reflect or when you looking back on your thoughts or your action, choices, and experiences to learn and improve. Like for example, when I made a mistake, so from that mistake, I'll try to improve and being a better person in life. So this is to conclude. This is my reference where I did my research, and if you have any queries or any questions, please feel free to email me on giveawaykalara227@gmail.com. Pinakamakalibo.